Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to Two Set.
Violin. I mean, what?
I was gonna say Two Set Controversy, but
yeah, okay.
Two Set Violin is our channel name. That's right. Today we're gonna be talking about a little bit of controversy. Recently there was a commercial by Infinity.
It's the car brand.
The car brand Infinity. They made a car commercial. I think Infinity is owned by Nissan.
Yeah, I think so.
And this ad caused a bit of outrage amongst the musician community. Let's watch first.
Introducing the all-new Infiniti QX60.
So confused.
Take on life in style.
I'm so confused.
Well, clearly, the marketing person at Infinity didn't take music lessons because this ad was a little bit tone deaf. Okay, so a bit of context. In this ad, they hired some youth orchestra or some young musicians representing a youth orchestra, right? Clearly, the ad is like, we're gonna get these young musicians to sound really bad, and then this car has such good sound blocking, soundproof ability that this lady is a mom or whatever can block out the sound of her own kid playing, which already that's kind of messed up. But the real messed up bit is that's not even the youth orchestra playing. They deliberately found a recording that was done by adult musicians. It was a parody troll recording that was deliberately meant to sound bad, okay?
That is. Whoa.
So they deliberately got a recording that sounded bad and then asked these young innocent musicians to mime and be associated with
This bad
bad
sound.
playing, as if to say that young musicians sound bad.
Clearly in the rear mirror, it looked like she was the mom looking at the daughter.
Yeah, right?
And she's like, I'm not having any of this. It's like, okay. And my question is, do the kids know what was happening? We don't know, right?
Yeah, I'm so curious if the
Why?
kids that did this ad knew that they would be put on screen associated to being mocked. That's what I want to know, because they're kind of mocking the kids, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you sound so bad, I'll pull up
Oh,
the
yeah,
window."
look how good soundproof this is. Yeesh.
Maybe the kids knew.
Yeah.
But can you just imagine how excited these old kids are? Like, oh, we're gonna be on TV. We're gonna be on an ad. They get to hear my playing, and they practice really hard for it. And then, like, the whole family's like gather around the TV. It's like, oh, we're gonna see.
Here we
your
go.
ad. And they play it. I don't know. Some responses include a lot of confused viewers. You know.
I mean, yeah, I was very confused. I think that's like the worst thing for me. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
A lot of people found it unnecessarily mean. Definitely thought it was. I mean, it's not the meanest thing, but considering that these are like just innocent kids who are musicians, it could affect their self-esteem. I want to hug every one of those kids and encourage them in any way possible. I did feel that. I felt so bad for them. I was like, bro. Another one commented, ouch, it's not the kids playing the music that's intolerable, but the attitude of the adults that feel the need to insult beginner instrumentalists. How disappointing.
Oh,
I can imagine there'll probably be a subset of viewers that'll be like, it's just a joke.
I
Maybe
can
it's a
I
thick
can
skin.
see them saying that. Yeah.
But I think the problem is, for me, and I don't know what you guys think, is, well, first of all, I don't think the joke was that funny.
yeah, I'd say
oh, the car's so good,
and-
soundproof, we can block out young kids. It's like,
this context, I didn't find it was funny.
yeah, in this context, it just looked mean and looked tone deaf. And then you're trying to sell a car on top of that,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
like-
and then like the whole setup, like it was so elaborate. How much
Yeah.
money went into that ad?
They're also going to be just kids that are learning an instrument. They are struggling with self-esteem issues. I think it's a very common, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
look at how many, not even kids, dude, like uni music students that feel self-conscious about performing in front of people. Just imagine being a kid that's learning an instrument and you see this and you're like, oh, I guess my
don't-
mom wants to block out my sound when I practice.
And then when if you're a kid that doesn't play an instrument, it's like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want my parents not listening to me, so I'm not gonna learn an instrument.
Yeah, or
And
they're
just
just gonna feel really self-conscious.
A little bit sacrilegious.
Quite sacrilegious of an ad if you ask me. So, there's a youth orchestra out there called the New Brunswick Youth Orchestra, and they very cleverly responded and roasted back the ad by making their own version. Let's watch it. I love how they have a BMW. So we're not Infinity, we're BMW.
Yeah,
German.
yeah.
Classical music tradition.
Bach is like, yeah, let's go.
Have you seen the new Nissan Infinity ad? Can you imagine? A big company like that couldn't find a youth orchestra to play the music. They should have called us, the New Brunswick Youth Orchestra. The New Brunswick Youth Orchestra has an infinity of young talent. More than 1,000 children and youth, 15 orchestras. Any one of them could have done the job. In our experience, all kids have talent and can shine on any stage, anywhere.
See, you're right, exactly. Youth orchestras play like that.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, that's so funny.
An infinity of young talent.
These guys just completely flexed on them.
Yeah.
It also shows that whoever was on that marketing team was out of touch with how young musicians actually sound, how youth orchestras actually sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, maybe the younger, like the 8-year-old ones that are like on their first rehearsal, but even then, usually it doesn't sound that bad, and they'll be playing repertoire fitting their
Yes.
skill level, so it'll sound okay anyway.
I feel like conducting young orchestras like that.
Yeah.
If they practice in just few rehearsals, they sound good.
Yeah.
They won't play something that hard, but they'll sound like together, like da 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 dun 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 dun. It's all together.
Yeah.
There's not like.
So what do you guys think about this sacrilegious car commercial? Do you think it was offensive to the musical community? Or do you think it was just an ad and that maybe people need to just not get offended? Because I did read 1 or 2 comments like that. Personally, like, I know a lot of music friends that have seen this and they felt pretty shitty. Like they didn't feel very good watching it. It just leaves kind of a bad taste in your mouth type of thing, right? It's like, let's be mean to kids in order to sell our car. That was the
It's just more like it's funny thinking about the person like, I'm gonna be mean to all the kids to sell the Infinity car.
I'm pretty sure Nissan is like a family kind of brand, right? And the fact
Yeah.
that there's a mom. If they're trying to be relatable to parents as well, it's like, I don't think parents
Can you imagine?
want their kids to have their self-esteem ruined like that as well, you know what I mean?
Imagine like I'm an 8-year-old, I see this my mom. She's like, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
she doesn't like my playing. I'm gonna quit. I probably will quit. I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm out.
This ad indirectly insults all the patient parents out there that support their kids.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about our parents, right?
Yeah, they-
they went to every step fit.
Oh
They
my
went to,
God.
drove us to every lesson. They took us
drove
to every rehearsal.
They endured that in order for us to be here.
Yeah, so much self-sacrifice, so much support. I know parents that sit into every single lesson, taking notes for the kids.
Yeah, my mom
And-
drove like 2 hours every week for me to get lessons.
Yeah. And then here they show a mom that's just like muting their kid. Oh, anyway.
Look,
I
listen,
think we've
if you
gone
want to
on.
hire like new marketing directors to help you run an orchestra ad, we are here. We're totally here. Just hit us up and
Nah, rather BMW.
yeah, actually no, BMW, but then Mercedes Benz, BMW, the German brand,
German tradition.
German Volkswagen, all of
Bach,
you guys.
Beethoven.
Yes. You can make car sounds and violin if you want. You know. Remember, you have to always go practice. Please action the like button, legato subscribe button, so the world can hear more about classical music. Bye bye.